How do? Time for another beer review, and it's Friday challenge time. And this week's challenge has been set by Andy K, who asked me to do Man's Brown Ale. So before I get into it, Andy follows me. He writes a lot of comments on my channel, and it's greatly appreciated. So thank you, mate. And he also follows me on Untapped. If you go on my About section, you can see some of my socials. You can see my Twitter, my Instagram, and my Untapped page. And feel free to follow them if you want. I put a little video on Instagram this week because there's loads of beer competitions on, so if people are struggling to find people to tag in, I don't mind. So just, use my Instagram for what it is, and hopefully somebody wins some beer. So anyhow, today's beer, Man's Brown Ale, 2.8% in a 500ml bottle. I picked this up in Home Bargains for less than £1. Now, it's always in Home Bargains, and to be honest, I've never had it, I've never tried it, and I've always been put off. I think it looks really tired and dated. The label, it kind of reminds me of going on caravan holidays with my parents back in like the mid-90s, and you would go to the nightclub, the venue on the resort, and they would have like this, and maybe like, I don't know, Toby Light or a Mackerson's Stout or something like that. So yeah, it just looks like something from like another era really now. The label, it could do with a bit of a rebrand, but then again, why would you want to rebrand a 2.8% brown ale? So it says, Man's is the original brown ale, first brewed at the Man's Whitechapel Brewery in 1902. The historic recipe produces a dark, rich, full-bodied ale with a luscious flavour and hints of a roasted creamy toffee. Right, so let's get this up. So it's brewed and bottled at Marstons in Wolverhampton. So yeah, like I say, never had it. So there's the crown with the Man's on. So yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of traditional brown ales, to be honest. I don't mind like an American brown ale, and I certainly don't mind an imperial American brown ale, but I would never gravitate to a traditional English brown ale normally. I don't find them the most exciting beers. I don't find them unpleasant. Like I say, there's no real style that I find unpleasant. I'm not the biggest fan of brut IPAs. I always mention brut IPAs. It's probably my least favourite style of beer, but I can drink them. Anyhow, beer in a glass. It looks like a Coca-Cola. It's got that kind of like fizzy carbonated head on it. It's got a slight brown hue to it. I'm going to say it's more brown with a red hue to it. Yeah, as I'm holding it up to the light. Yeah, it just looks like a pint of cola. Right, let's get the nose. Slightly metallic, biscuit. Yeah, that biscuit malt's coming out a bit more. Yeah, that's about it really. Right, let's dive in. Cheers everybody. It's kind of what I thought it would be. It's quite syrupy. As a beer, quite sugary sweet, and the body ain't too bad for the 2.8. I think it's kind of about, it's okay. I wouldn't say it's great, but I think it's okay. Flavour wise, when you get behind that sugary syrup, you're getting biscuit and toffee notes, but it's hard to pull away from how sugary sweet it is. I actually feel like my teeth are rotting as I'm talking. And this metallic note is coming out in the aftertaste, so yeah, you're getting this toffee caramel flavour, the slightest bittering on the finish, and then these metallic notes in the aftertaste. It ain't great, but I paid £1. Well, I paid less than £1, and for that, and the body on it for that, it's worth its money. Would I be in a rush to have it again? No. I would say like the nearest macro to it, and it's been a while since I've had one of these as well, is a bottle of Newcastle Brown Ale, and I would probably prefer Newcastle Brown Ale to this. That's got slightly more going for it, not that it's got a lot from memory. This is a very, very bog standard beer. It's not one that I couldn't drink a lot of it. I'll struggle to drink all of it because, like I say, the sugary sweetness is just a bit too much for me. But flavour wise, it's all right, but not the best, to be honest. But it's what you get for a Friday challenge, and I've had worse drinks on a Friday challenge, to be fair. So not one I'm going to recommend. Like I say, and I think that branding needs sorted as well. But that's Man's Brown Ale, a biscuit, sugary sweet beer with toffee notes, and so that's about it really. So I'll add it to my Friday challenge playlist. I'll also add it to my Home Bargains playlist, where you can see other Home Bargains beers that I've reviewed. And have a good week. Have a good weekend, everybody, and keep the challenges coming. I will get to them when I can get to them. I'll add them and do them every week. So just put in the comments any beers that you would like me to review, and I will try my best. So thanks for watching, stay safe and all that, and on to the next one. Bye.